SeaVee Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine. Oh, yeah. On this episode of Florida Sport Fishing.
The snook, dude, big snook.
Yeah, fatty!
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Maxell 2-speed big game reels, exceptional performance with silky smooth carbon drags and heat-treated stainless steel gears. The future of fish fighting is here. VMC Coastal Black Hooks, engineered to withstand saltwater. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest dealer, has the right trailer at the right price. Motor Guide, precise maneuverability equals better fishing.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. We've got Captain Carlos on board.
Morning.
We're on our SeaVee 270Z fishing for redfish in Charlotte Harbor, and what we're doing is just sneaking up on this little point right here. You can see there's a little cut that's right between those two islands right there, and there's some deep water that's coming out right in between those two islands. The bay is so big. I mean, Charlotte Harbor is just absolutely massive.
It's like a mini ocean.
Yeah, there's so many different places to fish, so you really have to get yourself in a key location, and that moving water is absolutely essential. So we've got what looks like just the end of the outgoing, and we're waiting to fish that whole incoming tide here. So really important, we're sneaking in with the trolling motor nice and quietly. I can't stress that enough. You know, whenever you're fishing for redfish or any species on a shallow flat, you certainly don't want to motor in.
No.
You know, use
Nice
that
and
trolling
slow.
motor and just crawl yourself in there. Take your time.
Gotta creep.
Yep, absolutely, or you'll blow everything out. So let's work our way in there, start soaking some baits. You know, we'll fish this for a while. We may fish another big bar just inside of
This
us
is looking
here.
good though, man.
And we'll see what happens. So let's get them, baby.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Whew, that's a screamer right there. Yep. Staged up along this bar, you can see it right here. It stretches this whole area. And what happens is these pockets of redfish are just cruising right up and down this bar, foraging, you know, into the tide, picking off whatever they can. Mullet, crabs, such an incredible fishery. Be able to come in here year round and catch quality fish. Ooh, nice redfish. Not a giant bull, but certainly a quality fish, and you know what? I'll take them. I'll take them. You know, interestingly, this whole bay is so big. There's so many different venues.
There's multiple bays here, man.
Oh,
We're just fishing like a little tipple one. That's it.
Right, there's so many different venues. So really the trick is just coming in and, you know, setting up at the right place. It's all about location, that's for sure. You can't just stop anywhere.
No, you gotta
This
find
is
their
all
feeding
about
channel.
location.
For sure.
It's got some shoulders. It's got how pretty he is. I mean, the colors are just awesome.
This thing does its job.
Nice, nice, dude, beautiful. Dude, look how fat he is.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really quality fish. A little bit of blue right along its tail.
Yeah. And you know what's funny is a lot of people say that it's just the juveniles that have that blue on their tail. This isn't a juvenile.
No,
I
it's
mean,
definitely not a juvenile.
it's a decent fish.
Yeah.
10 pounds, 10.
Yeah, nothing the matter with that
somewhere in
fish.
there. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, if you look into his mouth there, he's just loaded in crushers. You know, this is an absolutely perfect predator for its environment. You know, to be able to pick off crabs and shrimp and crustaceans. Let's go ahead and carefully get that hook out right there. There he goes. Boats get dirty, that's a fact. Thankfully, Rejuvenate Marine uses patented nanotechnology to make your boat cleaning faster and easier, literally cutting your cleaning time in half. Watch this. With highly concentrated biodegradable ingredients across their complete line of cleaning and care products, Rejuvenate Marine lasts longer while providing professional cleaning power that's safe for all surfaces and for the environment. Rejuvenate Marine. Spend more time fishing and less time cleaning.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Joey Accardi Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram reminds you that before you can do this, you have to do this. And before you can do that, you're going to need this. Save thousands on every new Ram truck at Joey Accardi in Pompano Beach. Family owned and operated and bringing South Florida our best deals for over 25 years. So before you can do this. And before you can do this, you have to do this. Visit joeyaccardicdjr.com.
Let him take it.
Woo, good fish. And there goes the porpoise. He's not going to steal my redfish. I hope not.
I've seen this before, Mike, just so you know. More than once. That's why he's scared right now. That's why he's taking line. Because he knows the porpoise is coming after him.
No way.
Yeah, way. Yeah, way. And there's more than
Ooh,
one.
he's smoking.
There's like 2 or 3.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, there's porpoises all around them. So these porpoises are just notorious for stealing redfish. And what we're trying to do is get away from these porpoises here. Ooh, he does not want to give up. Just an absolutely awesome inshore predator right there. You know, a lot of people think they fish inshore and you don't catch strong, big fish.
No, this is what it's all about.
This is it right here, dude. Yep. I mean, and it's all relative. Fishing that lighter tackle, you know. Here he comes. Dude.
He's 20 pounds.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Yeah.
That's a fat red.
I just saw the bottom of his belly.
Hey, guys, let's take a break from the action. Check out our rigging station. I want to talk to you in detail about the tackle that we're fishing for these redfish for. And we'll be right back.
Rigging Station, brought to you by Diamond Fishing, the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line.
Hi, and welcome to this episode's Rigging Station. You're watching Captain Carlos and I. We're aboard our 270Z, our Mercury-powered SeaVee bay boat. We're in Charlotte Harbor targeting redfish and snook. Now, there's about 1 million different ways to fish for redfish. Top water plugs, soft plastics, heck, even a live shrimp under a popping cork. What we're doing here is we're fishing this long bar. It's this exposed bar. As this incoming tide comes in, the bar's gonna flood and these redfish come up on the bar to feed. And it seems like the best method here is just to soak some cut bait, some mullet and some ladyfish. And while it's very simple, certainly you've got to be rigged right in order to maximize on every opportunity. We're fishing 7-foot, 6-inch Chaos inshore graphite rods rated for 8 to 17 pound line, super sensitive rod with a really nice soft tip, extra casting distance with that 7-foot, 6-inch length, but plenty of backbone as well when you hook these big bull redfish. The rod is matched to a Daiwa size 4000 BG, a black and gold. This is the new version of the classic Daiwa black and gold reels. Really reliable, great all-around versatile spinning reel, and it's not gonna break the bank. We've got the reel loaded with fresh 10-pound diamond braid. Again, super strong, very, very sensitive. From there, about a 36-inch leader of 20-pound diamond presentation fluorocarbon. We've connected that fluorocarbon to the braid with a really small streamlined FG knot. I've been using this knot a lot lately, absolutely love it. It's incredibly strong when it's tied properly and incredibly streamlined. We finish off the rig in this particular case with just a jig head, nothing more than a jig head. It helps keep that cut bait anchored to the bottom. Make sure that that jig head though has a nice big wide gap hook. We connect that jig head with a small little loop knot, Very simple, just gives it maximum mobility. And I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, it's a simple rig, but it has to be done properly in order for you to achieve maximum success. Yep. Woo, good fish. There we go. Woo!
So pretty.
Shoulders. Mama.
I'll wait till you come back. I'm not going back up there again.
And I'll tell you what's really cool is this fish is not a loner. You know, definitely.
Fatty, huh?
Definitely.
Yeah, buddy.
Swim in pods and schools. There we go.
Starting to
All right.
bring together an entourage with these dolphin, Mike. All right. All right, I got you, baby.
Yeah, fatty. Snap that thing shut. Snap that thing shut.
I can't. Okay.
Woo! Wow.
Fatty.
Look at that.
So
How about that right there, baby? How about that? How about that? Oh, dude, look at those scales. They're just like literally like armor coating, you know?
Yep.
Super healthy fish, all sorts of spots on its tail, couple spots right there on the mid body.
No parasites though.
Oh, beautiful.
It's clean.
Different spot pattern on this side. Oh,
That's it, buddy.
that's it right
That's
there.
it.
That is
That's
the
deal.
one.
That's the deal.
And I'll tell you, when you're releasing fish like this, really important to hold that fish horizontally and support that fish's weight. Oh, get a good look at that.
Put him on the boat.
How about that? No, I don't want to wipe off the slime on the boat. And that big mouth loaded and big crusher teeth, you know, just designed to eat crabs,
The counter shading
shellfish,
between the
oysters.
copper
Oh,
and the white.
that's insane,
It's
right?
really cool.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why they blend in so well with that sandy bottom or the grass too.
Beautiful fish. How long do you think that fish is?
40, close to 40.
Wow. Certainly the biggest redfish, largest redfish I've caught on the West Coast. I'll tell you, and it really, the amount of time and energy that you put into catching these fish, you've got to put in that same time and energy to releasing these fish. They're worth so much more alive than dead. They really are. I mean, we traveled across the entire state of Florida to catch this fish. Last thing in the world we want is for, you know, any harm to come to it. This is the future of our red fishery right here. These big breeder fish, this is the future right here. You ready, baby? Go ahead, go. Ah.
The award-winning Z Performance line from SeaVee raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The SeaVee Z is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance, safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the SeaVee Z. Schedule a sea trial today.
It's your turn to score big. Book a long-range adventure aboard the legendary Yankee Captains. Fish virgin waters more than 100 miles offshore for exotic queen snapper, trophy tilefish, monster grouper, and more. With a lifetime of experience, let Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew put you on a hot bite. Fish around the clock or just relax. With full galley and huge fish boxes, all you'll need to bring is your appetite for action. Now sailing from Key West year-round.
Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's grouper dynamo.
Yeah! How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos Gear Matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
Hi, and welcome back to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. I'm aboard our SeaVee 270Z Bay boat with Captain Carlos. We're over here in Charlotte Harbor getting in on the redfish bite. And I'll tell you what, just an absolutely gorgeous day. Started off really breezy. The tide slacked off, the wind lay down, and I'll tell you right now, it's just a great time to enjoy being on the water. You know, whenever you're visiting a different destination that you're unfamiliar with, proper preparation is absolutely essential. Make sure you know where you're going and what the area holds and what resources are available. As far as lodging, I mean, I can't stress enough how important that is as well. And there's certainly a lot of different options between motels, hotels, private homes. You know, again, we came out here to Charlotte Harbor. We've decided to stay at the Point House on North Captiva Island. This is just an exceptional property. Sleep 6, has a dock perfectly suitable for a 27 SeaVee, really easy to get in and out of. And I'll tell you what, the only way on and off North Captiva is by boat, which really makes it a special location. But I'll tell you, you know, again, you've got to do your homework. Make sure you're familiar with the area that you're visiting. Know, you know, if you're going by boat, of course, and you're bringing your boat, make sure you're familiar with all of the channel markers and how to navigate these unfamiliar shallow waters, because I'll tell you what, you don't want to get stuck high and dry. That can quickly turn your trip into a miserable experience. In our particular case, we came over, like I said, we're staying on North Captiva, ran up here to fish Charlotte Harbor. We've been real fortunate, caught some beautiful redfish earlier here today, and we're just waiting for that tide to turn and the bite to pick back up. See if we can get tight on this guy. Oh. Got the bait right off the hook. Ah, my last two fish absolutely crushed me, crushed my feelings, my heart, everything. Just absolutely devastated me.
Damn, he's still taking line.
Hoping there's a big redfish on their tail somewhere. Hey, they're still taking line. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'll be your cheering squad. Go, Carlos.
No, you don't have
Go,
to do that.
Carlos.
You really don't have to do that.
Come on,
It's
Carlos.
okay.
You
Okay.
got this, Carlos.
No.
Come on. Okay, you're over top. There you go. Yeah. And then you're under this one.
All right. You don't have to move it. I got it.
There you go.
Oh,
There you
go
go.
over there, bro.
Nice. It's a decent fish, decent snook.
Yeah, no, he's right in the slot, if not right at the upper end. Come on, you're done, dude.
Clearly he's not.
No.
He's not done.
Are you kidding me? Wow. Healthy fish.
Oh yeah.
Healthy fish.
Cut right over here. You know, it's so important when you're fighting these fish. They really get exhausted during the battle,
They're
especially.
fighting for their life.
Yeah,
man.
they really are, especially a prolonged battle.
Yep.
So take your time. You know, what's a good idea to do is thumb them. Thumb that mouth. Yep. And you'll know when she's ready to go because she'll let go of your thumb. You know, she'll literally just let go of your thumb. See you later, sweetheart.
Have you been holding her? There she goes.
There she goes.
Sweet. Nice, man.
Pros Tip, brought to you by Pelagic, high performance offshore gear.
I want to talk to you a little bit about location because it's so absolutely vital to successful red fishing, really in any venue, but certainly in this sort of venue where we're fishing this long bar right here, you know, so we've got the structure. The bar stretches, gosh, it's got to be half a mile all the way across. You can see it's all exposed. But in addition to that, because there's a lot of bars, you also want to look for other forms of structure. For example, bait. So we've got the structure here with the bar, we've got the bait. We're seeing mullet push all the way up the edge. We've caught a couple of nice fish right along this edge here. But I'll tell you what, you could be 100 yards this way or 100 yards that way, and not get a single bite. It's just that important that you're really, really tight to those feeding channels. We could see these troughs and these potholes and these little edges, and that's exactly where those redfish are cruising up right into the tide. You know, and if you're unfamiliar with an area, hire a local guide. Fish with a local guide, you know, for a full day, a couple of days. It'll be the best money you've ever spent, you know. Pick their brain, tell them you want to learn the area, and I'll tell you, that local knowledge is absolutely priceless. Florida Sport Fishing is the #1 magazine for resident and visiting anglers. Each giant issue is packed with informative editorials, easy-to-follow illustrations, and tips to keep you hooked up. Subscribe today, and I'll deliver the magazine to your home for only 4 cents a day. Visit FSFTV.com right now, and I'll also include a hat, unlimited access to Florida Sport Fishing Digimag for your tablet and phone, and a special gift to keep you cool on and off the water. Fiberglass. They use it to build boats and yachts because of its strength and durability. And that's exactly what every Frigid Rigid cooler is made out of. This is my set after 12 years, and I keep them outdoors. With industrial grade rubber gasket and stainless steel hinges with backing plates, not a single component has failed on any of them. Can you honestly say that about your coolers? From 35 to 300 quarts, there's a Frigid Rigid cooler, coffin box, or freezer for every boat.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Lindgren Pittman, purpose-built, high-capacity 12 and 24-volt electric deep drop, dredge, and daytime swordfish reels. #1 in design, ease of use, reliability, and power. Boat Outfitters, a huge selection of tackle storage systems to keep you organized and your lines tight. Salt Life Optics, anti-glare Zeiss lenses, provide unparalleled protection and polarization. Taco Marine, official outrigger system of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
You know, Carlos, one of the things I always mention at all these seminars that I do, and we've certainly talked about it so many times before, is how one good quality fish can change an entire trip.
Make it or break it, man.
Can make it or break it. You know, one 40-inch redfish, or, you know, if you're offshore fishing a wahoo or sailfish for a lot of people.
That one fish could be the whole day.
A giant snook, I mean, whatever it is, that one fish, you know, and I think that's why it's so important that you spend so much time on the fundamentals. I think a lot of people take it for granted, you know, from the drag setting and, you know, good leader material.
Positioning your boat in the right place.
Boat position, you know, so many different factors come into play, but they're all absolutely crucial. So when you do get that shot at that one quality fish, you're able to capitalize on it.
Yeah.
You know, because that, again, that one fish can make or break the entire day, you know, in the entire show. And certainly, you know, nobody wants to go out and just catch one fish, but obviously that kicker or, you know, whatever that one big fish is,
the hoorah fish.
The hoorah can make such a big difference. You know, guys like you that have been on the water for so many years and have caught so many fish, you know how important those fundamentals are, you know, for making sure that you're able to get that one. You know what I mean? Absolutely a vital point, and I think that everybody should keep that in mind. That thing, Carlos, just smoked that bait.
He didn't know where he was going.
No, dude, I mean, just smoked the bait. The rod doubled over.
I thought it was going to break. I mean,
holy crap. What is that? Hard for me to believe that that would be a redfish that did that.
It could be.
I'll tell you what, we've had some unbelievably crazy conditions here today in Charlotte Harbor. You know, we're drowning baits. We've had beautiful weather, we've had blowing weather, then it calmed down, then it got windy again. I mean, just really crazy varied conditions. And I'll tell you, you know, we're aboard this SeaVee 270Z bay boat. It's just an absolutely perfect platform for these big wide open bays. Quite possibly is the most versatile bay boat out there, certainly one of my favorites, because it's given us the ability to do so many different things, you know, fishing inlets and jetties and bays and rivers and, you know, the Everglades, and fishing out there for the triple tail on the buoys. Again, just an awesome platform. If you're in that market for a versatile bay boat, think about all of the different venues and all of the different fisheries that you may experience. You know, before making that purchasing decision, think about how you're going to use that boat, where you're going to use that boat.
It's a snook, dude. Big
Is it?
snook.
Big
Yeah,
snook?
I just saw the tail.
Nice.
Big
Carlos
snook.
hooked up to a big snook.
Jim, pretty fish, man.
Woo! Nice
Pretty
fish.
fish.
Nice fish. Woo! Yeah, baby. Dude, that's a slob snook. That's a slob. Look at that. Look at the shoulders on that thing.
Fatty.
Woo!
You got him?
Nope. Hang on, hang
Don't
on.
lose her, man. That's a beautiful
Got it.
fish.
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
Look at that fish, dude.
Look at that. Oh my God. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Charlotte Harbor's in the house.
That's it. Charlotte Harbor's in the house. I love it. Bull redfish and slob snook.
Monster snook, yeah.
Absolutely. Grab a pair of snips right there. All right, hey, slob snook, giant redfish, Charlotte Harbor. That's a wrap. Don't forget to get your official gear at floridasportfishing.com. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and I'll tell you what, we'll see you next week. Great job, pal.
Yes, sir.
Why don't you go ahead and release her? Ready?
Yeah.
To learn more about the tactics and techniques seen on today's show and to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine, visit floridasportfishing.com and get hooked up.